Hello team, it's Rich and it's Neil, and in front of us we have the 2024 New Balance bat range. We're going to review it, we're going to hit some, and we'll give you some thoughts on which bat is yours. Tell you what, it'd be good to put somebody in a dark room with a Heritage and a TC and go on, pick and choose. Oh, nice.
Back to technical.
Well balanced. And then it's easy to get your hands through.
Oh, that's 2 from 2!
Okay, so we've got the bats in front of us. It's New Balance. They look quite cool this year, don't they? They look like they've had a little change.
Yeah, I think some funky upgrades, in the particularly in the sort of the graphics, the livery.
Yes, I knew you were going to get that out. Lovely cosmetic. Yeah,
lovely cosmetic. I think that's the biggest change. Yeah. In fact, probably the only change.
Yes.
If we're looking at these. So, cosmetically, I'll say a little bit different to last year, but an improvement.
Big improvement, and this is a big change here too, the burn.
Yeah.
That is a big change. That was a light blue, bold and in your face, and we've got a little bit of camo here.
Yeah.
Glen Phillips is going to be giving that one a bash from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Like that.
That does look good. We've still got the TC.
Yeah.
Joe Root will still be in that.
Technical cricketer.
Technical cricketer. That's the TC.
It is, isn't it? We follow that with Steve Smith in the DC. The dynamic cricketer. So potentially that one's got a slightly lower swell. We look forward to testing that one in a minute. Already mentioned Glen, haven't we?
We have.
Meg Lanning's in this one, so this is the Heritage. A high spine with a really good balance all the way through. So that'll be interesting to see how that one goes again.
I think we, in 2023, we reviewed all the profiles of these bats, so you'll be able to find that in our 2023 video. But just as a bit of an oversight from here, all pretty chunky, all lots of wood, different shapes in the toes, Rich.
Yeah, we liked the toes, didn't we? We thought they were a real point of difference. So you've got the circular toe with your guard, much more of a flatter face toe, again with a guard. And this time you've got a sort of a combination of the two here, except you've got that spine all the way through, but you've got the rounded toe. And I guess what we probably should have reminded you of is the burn is the lighter weight bat and also the longer handle, shorter blade. Freudian slip. Got in there. So what we ought to do, I think, is get a crack in, hit them, and see how they feel.
Yeah, I think let's do something a bit different this year, Rich. Let's get in there, let's have a hit with all 4 of them. Let's try and work out which bat suits what type of player.
Oh, that could be a good one, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, tricky.
Hard
work. Neil, what have you got down there?
Rich, I've got the, you should recognise it from there with this red livery, but it's the TC, as used by Joe Root.
Perfect. Well, what we're going to do is put all the technical descriptions of the bat up on a little flash point for you to have a look at. This would obviously be a really good moment because we're about to use it. Oh, well bowled.
See, Joe Root probably wouldn't start with a full defensive anymore, would he?
Well, he'd have pushed it for 2.
I was thinking more like the reverse scoop or something.
Oh, yeah. First ball of the day. Nicely done.
Yeah.
How's it feeling?
Yeah, well balanced. Quite a lot of wood.
What sort of weight is this one?
The actual bat I've got in my hand is £2.9. I'd say, if anything, it picks up slightly lighter than that.
That's interesting, isn't it? Do you reckon a bit more weight at the top or the middle?
I'd say it's quite well balanced in the middle.
Okay.
Just going to try and get after a few, see how we get on. Or maybe not. It doesn't let me. It's the technical.
It's a nagging one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's a lot of forgiveness in this, judging by those last 2 hits?
Yeah, I think so. I think even that last one, even defensively, the ball comes out of the bat pretty well. It's a pretty solid piece of willow, this. I think, again, we say this a lot, you can get lots of runs for your piece of wood. But I think that's where we are with bats these days. Everything's got big profiles.
Yeah.
So if you're hitting it anywhere sort of centrally, you're going to do all right. I think this is going to suit most all-round batters are going to be fine with this.
Good stroke player's bat?
Well...
Or do you reckon this one's the Marmite bat? Sorry, not the Marmite bat, the sort of the even Steven in the middle?
I think if you like to hit a hard ball with this and you want to try and launch it, you still can. But it's probably going to suit a lot of people somewhere down the middle.
Okay.
Just try some on the back foot though.
Yeah, come on then, let's try that. See what it's like on the vertical ones. Sorry, the horizontals.
Horizontal.
Apologies. Got me directions wrong. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, so I've not really punched that too hard, and it's come
flying off.
It's come flying out in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same really.
Oh, works away. I like that.
Yeah, I think this is a great all-round bat, isn't it? It's been in the range for a few years now. Joe Root obviously uses it really well. This is going to suit most people.
Cool. What do you think to the toe? Because you noticed, we noticed there's a small difference there. Any difference on the towing in of the bat?
I think it's a very rounded toe, but at the end of the day, once you start batting with it, you'll soon get comfortable.
Just better mark a guard. Probably got it in the wrong place. Right, I've got the TC, the 1260. I definitely got a lot of wood in her, and definitely much more towards the middle and the top section. Great balance to this. Funky toe. Yeah, you can feel that good balance. Yeah, I like this. Nice balance. I remember really liking the feel and balance of this last time, and I thought that was lovely. And I'm really liking this too. Feel like you can get your strong drives out. Oh, I missed Oscar's water bottle. What a great shame. Ooh. Keep watching the ball. Yeah, you've got your forgiveness because you've got your wood all the way across. Yeah, I think a top order batter's going to really like this. You can just get in there, hit it off of a harder wicket, good bounce, hit through it. Yeah, I think, and I'd be surprised if the pull shots and the cuts and the delicate sort of shots, well, we found last year that we really liked that. I know I did, so yeah, I think that's good. Should we go back foot?
Yeah.
Come on then.
I'm just trying to work out whether the colours there go well with your pads or not.
Please leave a comment in the section below. I'll go yes, I think they match and marry. So you can get in there and punch.
I'm going to go no, by the way. I think it's a red versus a maroon.
Oh.
I'm not sure that works.
See, that's really nice, and you're hitting that so solidly because you've got a great balance to it.
Pickup? Do you like the pickup in this?
I feel like it is quite top or middle heavy, if that's the right way to say it, but the balance and you feel the more weight is in that section of the bat. So I feel like everything's quite close to you. You could slog with this, you can up and down drive. I feel like you can get, if it gets a bit big on you, because you've got the wood further up the bat, you can definitely play a good pull and a cut from that.
I think that's £2. When I was using that was £2.9 on the scales.
Yes.
Do you think that's fair? Do you think it feels heavier, feels lighter?
I think it's a fair 2.9 towards fair to heavy.
I think I went fair to light.
Did you?
Yeah, interesting.
Cool. Should we go one pull shot and have a look?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gone a distance.
Yeah, but you've got wood in that. Oh, I like the way that's done that. Go on, leap. Oh, I didn't quite make it. Yeah, that's a lovely bat.
Who's that going to suit?
I think probably a top order player that's going to go vertical bat, can play your pull shots. I think it has really good balance. It's probably easier to say who it won't suit. Low wickets, because all the wood is further up the bat. Anything that's sort of low bouncing, I hate to say it, I think you're going to struggle. That there are better options out there.
So if you have got it, put it away till June.
Yes, the ball's got to bounce a bit. Cool.
Rich, I've got the DC. I'm going to give this a go. Dynamic cricketer. Whew.
It's a big title to live up to, isn't it? Oh, you've timed that very sweetly.
Ooh. Well, that's a bit uppish, but...
It is, isn't it? We've got a cover, you could be in trouble.
Well...
That might have gone over cover, ladies and gentlemen.
I'd say that's less dynamic and more slogging.
We can redefine the term.
I'll come back to...
oh, nice.
Back to technical.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, you've muscled that one a little.
I did really.
Yeah.
I did.
What are your thoughts on this?
I think I was able to muscle it a little bit because this actually picks up lighter than I thought. The one I've got in my hand here is £2 10 ounces, which I'd say is normally probably that'd be slightly on my heavy side.
Yeah.
But it picks up quite nicely. It almost picks up very similar to the TC.
Okay.
Again, good all round.
Flatter face to this one and a bit more weight distribution across the back of the blade?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah, definitely. A bit more spread out, I'd say.
Yeah. Bit more forgiveness, this one, isn't it?
Probably a bit more forgiveness, but probably, yeah, less totally out the hitting zone, but you've got that wood spread somewhere else.
Yeah, so if you're a bit of a lower league cricketer, going to get more bang for your buck with this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure you'd call Steve Smith a lower league cricketer, but...
See, I'd be in that. I'm quite happy with the DC.
Huh?
Oh,
that felt good. I'm not even going to run for that. That's gone. Well, that was out the middle, and that there was plenty there, to be fair. So you're not going to go short of enough wood there in the middle zone. I think this is going to be, yeah, it's going to be a good choice for most. I'd say similar to the TC, to be honest.
Okay.
Not a huge amounts of difference, although I think they both pick up really nicely. So we'll see what happens when you have a go.
All right, Rich, what have we got this time?
This time I'm a dynamic cricketer, which of course is not true. I'm going to block it. Slightly thinner handle for me, could be completely wrong or misconstrued. Different shape, definitely different shape. But I think with all the New Balances, we would say so far, very good balance in the New Balance. I love the pun. Oh, slightly toed in. Oh, well played. Stay in line. Yeah, the flatter face, toed in a little bit for me. Just down the bottom of the bat. Oh, sorry, on the floor there. Oh, well bowled, Neil.
I had to get my own back.
He's had a couple of Yorkers there. What a terrible bare batting. Oh, he's done it again. That was a seed, by the way. That has just meandered away a little bit, I thought. Or I didn't bat very well, which is probably the truth. Sorry, Oscar.
That's a nice shot, that, though.
Yes. This one is definitely...
Are you able to work that? Or
yeah, because this is more forgiving.
Yeah.
It's more forgiving all the way up and down the bat.
Yeah.
This, I'm beginning to think, is your middle of the road. You can do anything with this because you've got the forgiveness.
Yeah.
You could be a hitter, you could be a stroke player, you could be delicate touch, nurdle it. I think you're going to get something out of this.
It's interesting you said right at the very beginning that the handle was slightly thinner.
Yes.
I found that too slightly. It's just marginal, but again, probably not a lot in it. It may just be the way that one's manufactured, but won't make any difference to players, will it?
No, I mean, it's personal preference, isn't it? When you go in the shop and you pick up a load of bats, you're going to find something that suits you, and sometimes it's not what you expect. We all go in with the thought of, I want a DC, and actually you go in and, oh, I quite like this bat. I didn't think I was going to, but I do. Yeah, again, you can do with things with it. You can turn it and nudge it. You can definitely play your pull shots. You can hit through it. Yeah. I think this is a really good bat because it's a really solid, middle of the range, middle of the road, good bat. Great balance to it. There's a lot of positives to this one.
Got the heritage here, Rich.
Ah, I've always fancied getting married in maybe the Heritage Suite. Or pictured something like that at the big hotel.
I think it's got very, very classy stickers, so that might go with your thing.
Wouldn't it?
You can see your bridesmaids in this, well, chrome colour.
Yeah, it's probably not the best, is it?
But anyway, more importantly, let's see what it's like as a cricket bat.
See what the bat's like. Come on then, let's do that. Oh, I bowled a good length.
You have bowled well there.
Sorry about that.
I've had to treat that with a little bit of respect.
Yeah. Bit of Aretha Franklin.
Oh, that's a bit bottom handy.
You've gone for that one?
I tried to, yeah.
Oh, I went the full toss. Now that is the first in the bat reviews. I want that on camera. We've got a full toss in there.
That's a low full toss as well.
It was a beauty. They get wickets.
Yeah, they do.
They do get wickets.
Yeah, not this time though.
No, all right.
I'm not getting bowled in a bat review again.
Got punched.
I think that happened once before.
Oh!
Right, that felt just as bad as getting bowled.
How are we
that
feeling
one.
down there with the bat?
I think I need another one because I don't really. Yeah.
Do you feel as comfortable with this one as you have the other two?
I don't think I look as comfortable, but I'd say that from an actual bat point of view, if I'm being totally honest, I'm not sure there's a huge amount of difference between DC, TC and Heritage in terms of pickups. I think they all pick up quite well. Profile's probably a little bit more different in the Heritage. It's a bit more spread out again.
Yeah. What weight have you got there?
Well, that's the thing. I'm also not sure what weight it is, but it does feel comparably light compared to the other two. So
okay.
Let's try one more.
Okay.
Toe shape's different on this. It's a bit more pointy.
And do you notice it?
No, not really.
Other than by looking at it?
I think like everything, once you've hit 3 or 4 balls, you get used to it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, back foot?
Yeah, come on then, let's do that. You look less comfortable with this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's...
not going to be your favourite, is it?
This might be one for the late cut. We haven't seen that this year.
Oh, we haven't? No,
we haven't
that's
seen
true.
the late cut this year.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, still there.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's easier than the reverse scoop. Yeah, all round, I think, again, it's going to suit a lot of people. I don't think you're not going to offend anybody with this. I like the livery. The colours are good.
More of a stroke player?
Yeah, I think so. I think the DC probably lends itself more to an aggressive batter. I think.
Yeah.
I think this and the TC are a bit more similar.
So that one may be a bit more defensive, better a lightweight version.
Yeah, slightly.
Stroke player type.
More
cricketer.
stroke players with the DC being a bit more standout for a aggressive middle order, want to come in and whack it.
What you got, Rich?
Well, I've got the Heritage in a nice Croby silver number. Yeah. Again, slightly thinner handle. Very, very similar to the TC in where the wood is on the bat. Slightly different back of the bat, maybe promotes even better pickup on it, which is tough to say because I thought the TC picked up really well. Oh, well bowled. That was a tough one. Little nibble back, that. Better mark my guard, carry on.
It did.
So this is a lovely, lightweight option of the TC, which I think is where you were going with your review.
Yeah.
And I think that's spot on. It's kind of like you've got the lower end, you've got your ball striker here. This is probably a good one for a young cricketer as well. Because as you can feel and maybe see, you get good contact, but it's not sensational unless it's a bit further up the wood, or a bit further up the bat. So you bowled me a couple of good balls there, and I've played a solid shot, but I'm not getting runs for that. But with the DC, I'm going to hit that a lot harder, just on pure profile. So I think better get on that back foot, which is where I think the Heritage will come into its own. And straight away you've got a little bit more punch in that zone because the wood's a bit further up the bat. And that's a comfy shot and a really comfy strike and a solid strike.
It's quite well balanced, isn't it?
I think the TC and the Heritage are really well balanced. And it's easy to get your hands through. I think I'll go back to what I said earlier and what you were alluding to, which is I think the Heritage is definitely that lighter weight version of the TC
I think
range.
in all the bat reviews we've done, I think I've very rarely seen you hit off the back foot through point.
Yeah.
And almost you just had all the time in the world there to actually just go, do you know what? Could punch this, but actually I know I'm just going to go through point.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great example of the versatility of that bat.
Yes, yeah, you're going to sweep and do all your funky stuff with this because it's light, got good balance. Yeah, I think, tell you what, it'd be good to put somebody in a dark room with a Heritage and a TC and go on, pick and choose. That would be very interesting. Maybe you should do that. Every year I want to go burn, baby burn, disco inferno. You can't go wrong.
Yeah. Doesn't get old, Rich. It doesn't get old. Just 1 year older than the last year.
I don't care.
So I do have the burn.
Yes.
Probably the biggest difference in the New Balance range for me.
Yeah.
This is the slightly shorter blade, longer handle, probably more of a lighter bat in their range. This one is actually £2.6.
Wow, that is light.
Yeah, so straight away, this is probably going to suit younger players just coming out of Harrows into short handles.
Yeah.
Going to suit people that probably prefer a slightly lighter weight bat in general. I'll caveat that with, I do always find this you need a couple of balls to get used to this, just the difference in handle length and the difference in blade length and the balance because of that. But it will pick up a lot lighter. Sometimes it just takes the odd ball to get used to it.
Come on then.
Not that I'm setting myself up there.
You have set yourself up beautifully. Oh, we've done it again.
No,
Line and length, hindley. That's what they call me.
You've bowled that well.
Yeah. Oh!
There it is.
Oh, ladies, I found the middle.
Yeah.
Didn't I find
And there is a middle on there, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of wood there.
Somebody's very nervous over there at extra cover. Slash mid off.
Oh, there's the Yorker. He didn't like being hit before.
Just floated out. Was nothing to do with me. Oh, great hands.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a bit handsy. I had to use my bottom hand really just to get my hands through it, but on contact, that felt pretty good.
That's flying, isn't it?
That is going, yeah.
Yes.
That is going.
Oh, he's done it again. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we've also got another technical issue. The sound has gone.
I think
we won't hear from Neil for a moment. He'll be back with us shortly.
I must have hit that too hard.
He's hit that too hard. You're a fan of this bat, I can tell already.
Oh, do you know what? I think it's taken me a couple of years now to get converted to more the shorter blade, longer handle. I like the lightness.
Yes.
And I think it's just once you get used to that slightly different pickup, there's a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
Because you're really not losing any wood. If anything, you're gaining some down the lower end, but it picks up just as nice, really. This could be me. This could be me for the future.
Let's go back foot.
Huh?
Let's go back foot.
Well, go on then. I think if anything, on the back foot, you should just have that little bit more time, just because it's being that little bit lighter.
Yes.
You should be able to get your hands up, and any horizontal shots, which is what you're going to play on the back foot, should be easier to play. You should have a little bit more time.
Okay.
Yeah. Say no more. Yeah, I think you can cut, you can punch. If you probably need to get in a bit of trouble, you can probably just manoeuvre it around if you need to.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can. Oh, that climbed on me a bit. It's good. I really like this actually. Who will it suit? I think that, as I said at the beginning, younger players going into a short handle is definitely a bit lighter. I think if you chose one with a bit more weight in it, your 2.9s, your 2.12, if you can get one a bit with more weight in, that's going to really suit players coming in middle order that really want to muscle it out the ground.
Yeah.
But balance-wise, I think this is really good. And
nice.
Actually, really good upgrade. If you like your camo, that's probably one of the best camo graphics I've seen on a cricket bat.
Right, so we've camoed up, very funky, and we've got the burn, which of course is the shorter blade, longer handle. Yeah, you're right, it is. Where do you put your hands on this? Do you go bottom or middle or top?
I think I went somewhere in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Where are you going? Top?
Yeah, I think I'm in the normal place to what I think is normal.
I think that is the first challenge of a shorter blade, longer handle, is where do you actually put your hands?
Yeah. Oh, please tell us. Okay. Oh, that is light, isn't it? That is light, but that is solid.
That's come out quick.
Yeah.
You've hardly touched it.
Well, that is very, very nice. I like that. That's where you struggle, because we've got to go full and you haven't got the wood behind it. Lovely noise, that. That's the old table leg. Oh, well bowled, Neil Ryder. That is another tough one.
I'll tell you what, since we've replaced these net lanes, there's a lot more in it for the bowler. It doesn't make doing a bat review any easier.
It isn't, that's not, has it? Oh, he's out.
That's a wicket.
That
is a wicket.
Somebody's got to catch it though. That's what I'm working on. Please drop it.
I think I'm getting that. Yeah, let's go again.
Oh,
that's 2 from 2.
Well, you got the hat trick. Come on, you've got to get a
This
hat
is the
trick.
first ever hat trick opportunity in a bat review.
Come on, we've got to get a hat trick.
This is not saying much for the burn.
No, well, all the batter. Oh, thank goodness. Number 5 has survived. Yeah, that's good. I think what that says...
You say that's good. You've just been out twice in 3 balls.
Well, that's all right. Once was stupidity and once was a good nut. We can live with that. I like this. I think it's a really good shape.
Who's it suiting? Who's going to use that?
I think a lot of young cricketers could use this. A lot of women in the women's game would like that. Very similar to the Heritage. I think they would like the Heritage because it's light and well balanced. Yeah, I think that's a really good, solid bat. Good point of difference in the range. Sure, should we do some off the back foot?
Yeah.
Because it is a little bit lighter in weight, you just lose out on a little bit of the punch, but not much.
You do, but I also think there's so much wood behind it that when you do get it clean, it goes like that.
Yeah, I think this is a really nice bat, and I think you're spot on. I think you're
What do you think of the graphics?
I like those. It's a little bit, it's not quite so in your face camo, which I think the DC was last year.
Yeah.
This is a little bit more toned down, a bit more of an edge to it.
Good.
Nice bat. Right, well, we've had a little go with them. We liked them. There were some differences and some thoughts, and we came up with quite a few conclusions whilst we were in there. Whereabouts are you sitting with the range, New Balance range at the moment?
Well, I think ultimately the range itself is very similar to 2023. So you've got the 4 bats, all the same names, all the same profiles as previous year.
Yeah.
Definitely a cosmetic upgrade, like the new livery, all looks really great. For me, the TC and the Heritage probably sit close together as a similar bat.
Similar profiles,
Similar profiles will suit similar people. I think the DC then moves away from that, slightly more flatter toe shape.
Yeah.
Lots of wood in there. You felt like when you hit that, it was solid. The big outlier for me, but I think almost an exciting outlier, is probably the burn. It's always the outlier when you've got a shorter blade, longer handle.
Yeah.
It definitely makes it lighter, but it's still very punchy than when you get good connection with it.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think the Heritage sort of suited lots of lightweight players. Great balance to it. Tended to be a little bit further up the blade. And it was the opposite of the TC. The TC was in terms of the same, but obviously the opposite in terms of lighter. That's a little bit heavier, a bit more punch. I really enjoyed batting with that, especially when that ball bounced. You could just really punch through that one. DC for me is a favourite. It really is. I do like that. I like the shape. I like the forgiveness to it. I think it is if we were going to recommend a bat that you just can't go wrong with because it's going to do everything you want it to, for me, I would say the DC. I do like the Heritage. Thought that was a nice balance to it. A little bit on the lighter weight side for me. Burn. Oh, I didn't know where to put my hands, did I? I was all flustered. But I got there in the end and I liked it. I like the shape. I would go for that shape and style, but I'd go heavier, a bit more wood in it. just because I just think I want to whack it a little bit if I can. I've got an opportunity. But no, I like that. Did you have a favourite?
Well, you know,
Maybe?
possibly.
Oh,
maybe.
come on then.
I think this is the start of a midlife crisis. I think I'm going to go with the ban.
Oh!
I mean, that would 2 years ago never have
That wouldn't have happened.
been on my radar.
No.
But I think I like the lightness, I like the punchiness of it. You just get full value when you hit a shot, and I think that's going to be great for young players because it just picks up really nicely.
Yeah.
I've gone full circle over these last few years of bat reviews. I think I may well be heading something. Maybe it's because in today's world, if you're trying to be more aggressive, maybe that might just help me get it over the rope.
You did play well with that one, and you struggled with this one, which I think was more, which was the one that I thought, we might go with the heritage.
I think it's like anything. I'm sure everyone out there has probably picked up a friend's bat,
Yes.
had a go with it in the nets and gone, oh, actually,
I
this
really
feels
like
quite
that.
good. This should be me.
Yeah.
And you've never thought about changing styles or weights or pickups, because we often don't. We always often stick to what we know and what we used to. You know, for me, 2'9", pretty standard shape, good profile. You know, stroke
I'll take
that'll
that
be
one.
me. Thank you very much. Was actually the world of cricket equipment and bats has changed a bit now. You know, every manufacturer is now offering a shorter blade, longer handles. So, you know, it's obviously there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
It obviously works.
It does, doesn't it?
If you see one of your mates with one, grab one, get in the nets, see what you think.
See what
it
you
might
think.
change your game.
Yeah. For me, I'm going DC. Familiar favourite. You kind of knew anyway, didn't you? I'd led you down that path. I like it because of the forgiveness, and I like the balance to it. And it's just, I just feel comfortable with that one. Probably more so than maybe I do with the others, but that's my thought.
Graphically quite striking.
Really good this year, isn't it? That's been a pick-up, and I like the difference in grip as well, grip colours. Thanks to New Balance for allowing us to use the bats and sample them and give you some good feedback, because we've come up with stuff we didn't know we were going to say based on how the balls came out the bats. Also, of course, subscribe to our channel because we're going to put more stuff out there. Well, I'm not, Oscar is. Do give us the thumbs up, and if you've got any comments, specifically, you know, what you thought of the colourways and where you put your hands on a shorter blade, longer handle bat will be good. That's New Balance.